Hi, it's Pank from HnO Paris, France. I hope you're well, and today I want to talk about making some plan in your strategy of life. Because a lot of time in coaching we talked about strategy, and we explained to people that it's very important things to have a great strategy and have some uh, goals in your life. But if we only say that, a lot of people say, okay, now I know my goals, I have some strategy for that, and sometimes nothing happens because a lot of people don't take time for them. And even if there are some goals, they put it down when there are some problems or no time in their daily life, or uh, different stuff in life who make us in good mood, in bad mood, and we can't make some good things. So it's very important to understand that if you don't plan our life, if you don't plan step by step how we want to go and why we want to go, we will let it down a lot of time. Just think, you have inside you something like an evidence. You have an evidence of your life, and for me it's more than a passion. It's something about you, and you feel it's in your own deeper mind, body, every aspect of your life. And a lot of time we know we have this evidence in our personality, in our deeper part of us, but we don't take time to connect to it. And more than we when we begin to connect, we understand that sometimes our daily life is not the life that we want, and perhaps more of that we are create life, and we understand that it's not our life, our real life, which life we want. It's at the time when people go from their house or from the job or everything else, just let their family alone and say, yeah, but at this moment it's like cool. It's my evidence who call me and say, yeah, man, what are you doing during these 20 past years? It's not you, it's part of you, but it's not really you. And you understand at this moment that something is not good in you. And for people, they need to go away, they want to travel, they want to meet some new people, they want to live a new life. It's not the only way, but it's one way for people who have the calling of their evidence. And when you are in smarter way, if I can say smart, but you can have this evidence and say to you, okay, right now I feel inside myself that something is very important, and I want to live that, because if I don't live that, I think uh, my life will not be complete. And it's important for us to understand that this evidence need to be expressed. And for that, you need to plan your evidence, your calling. You need to plan, how can I live that? How can I uh, create that? It's for that we take so much time about your goals and define how you will do your goals. So the strategy for that. And right now, just take a moment. Think about something you really want, not just an hobby, or say, I want a new car, a new house, but something you really want to create. Perhaps it could be an house, but your house, specific house, with something really nice for you and in some specific place and so on. Just something that makes you deep um happiness, give you some deep happiness inside you, make some vibration inside you. It's like, it's what I need to do in my life. A good question is, what do you want to do before you die? If you are the last day of your life, ask to you, what I will see in my life I didn't do. It's very interesting to ask to ourselves, to understand our evidence, to say, okay, what I didn't do, and what I'm disagree with me because I didn't do this thing, as this thing, it was very important for my life. And this thing, when you will think about that, could be your evidence. I want to do that before die. And it's not just I just want to go to Vegas or to Rio, or no, just it's not just, it's a really big thing. And for you, life could have no meaning if you don't live that. It could be meet your wife, your husband, have kids, have great job, have experience, spiritual experience. I don't know. Everybody is different, and every goal is great. But these things are very important to go up in our life. And after that, we need to understand, okay, how can I plan? If I know I want to have some spiritual meeting or spiritual elevation of me, perhaps I want to go in Mexico or in Africa to meet some people who can learn me some different techniques from primitive spirituality, or I don't know what you can charge. But you need to think, okay, what can I do, what I want to do, and how can I plan that in my life? Because if you have the evidence and you just let the life put in your daily life some different meeting, and perhaps some in Jungian psychotherapy, we said the synchronicity, or law of attraction will explain, okay, if you think about something will come to give you some success about that. I'm not really sure about that. I think it's possible, but we can't live our life about chance, about non-action of us. We need to be actor of life. So if you have some plan, you know you have some action to do, you have some discipline to have, you need to create your daily action to go to your goal. And it's really useful to know, okay, right now, what I want, what I need. Sometimes it's knowledge, sometimes it's education, sometimes it's meeting some people, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's spiritual way, sometimes it's love, sometimes I don't know what is it. But you need to understand what you need to go and to plan what you want to have, which goal you have. You need to take every aspect of your life, and during a moment say, okay, what I can do right now, what is proactive for me now. I need to be proactive in my life, and I will go to a seminar, I will read some books, 1-2 books a week. I need to new education, I will go to school, and so on. I need more money, I will change my work, or I will take 2 works to have more money. You will plan something, you will create action, and you can keep it even if it's hard, even it's not good things, simply because you know where you want, you know your plan. You are an architect at this moment. You build your own inside house monument like you want. Could be the greatest monument of all life. It's for you. You need to make your foundation. In your foundation, you need to have plan for the next step. If you do some foundation at the moment, you know where you want to go. So you need to realize that right now is the moment to say, okay, what is my force, my good thing in me, and what I can use, and what I haven't, what I need to have, or perhaps something you can't have because it's not you, it's not your your capacity. We can work to have this capacity, but it's not the good timing for you. So you can meet and you can church people who have these abilities for you, and it's on your plan. You need to have a plan step by step to go on your goal, and you need plan your daily life because you want something greater. But think about one thing: every step you do, you go and you subscribe to an seminar, you need to be grateful for you. You need to say, yeah, cool, I do one step. You succeed to have a certificate or diploma. Yeah, great, I did one step more. And you meet some great people. Cool, great, I'm grateful, and so on. And just have pleasure or good stimulation inside you when you want to go in big goal, because step by step you need to have big positive emotion in you, and that keeps you in the good way to succeed in your daily life. So just take time to plan your strategy of life. And if you have some questions, just let me know. Just take what is good for you about what I say. Be one. See ya.